Hai semua, hari ini saya akan berkongsi tentang cara mendaftar e-pembelajaran Reading Seed dan langkah menyertai modul pembelajaran. Untuk langkah pertama, buka enjin carian seperti Google dan type Open Learning Reading Seed. Kemudian, klik pada pautan paling atas. Selepas itu, klik pada butang Join Now. Untuk langkah kedua, di sini anda akan diberi pilihan sama ada menggunakan Microsoft, Facebook atau akaun email. Tapi sebaiknya saya sarankan anda untuk menggunakan akaun email. Langkah ketiga, anda diminta untuk mengisi butiran lengkap sebelum memulakan modul pembelajaran. Pembelajaran ini mengandungi 12 modul. Setiap modul haruslah dilengkapkan dan anda juga harus membuka setiap audio yang disertakan dalam modul. Selepas habis setiap modul, anda dikehendaki untuk memberi komen.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar session. A warm welcome to all our invited online audience and to all fellow colleagues of Pustaka Negeri Sarawak. Do confirm your attendance by clicking on the link that is provided to you, yeah? And for those of you who are watching us live on our Facebook and YouTube, wherever you are, welcome and thank you for tuning in. In the light of the pandemic, I assure that this session will be a useful session for us. Today, we will be covering and introducing you to one of the databases that Pustaka Negeri Sarawak subscribe to, which is MyGuru. Now, online audience, MyGuru is a learning product owned by a Bumiputra company called Learning Port Sendirian Berhad, which provide online learning resources for students in Malaysia. The learning product includes learning resources for year 1, 2, 4, 5 students. Apart from putting quality as their priority, the online learning resources met the current syllabus issued by the Ministry of Education of Malaysia. I am Charlie, your host for today's webinar session, and joining me today are the representative from MyGuru themselves. Please welcome Datin Shairin Sharif, Senior Vice President, Business Development, Puan Nur Lailatul Akma Zainal Abidin, Head of Department of Bahasa Melayu, Puan Jamalia Ali, Head of Department of Science, Puan Shahira Mustafa, Head of Department of Sejarah, and Vijay Kumar Karta, the Instructional Designer of MyGuru. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, thank you for accompanying me today. What a time to be around. I mean, like everything is literally at the tip of the fingertips, right? Yeah, so which is why we are covering the topic today. Ladies and gentlemen, the objective of today's session is to introduce to you MyGuru as a learning port or resources for students. With that, these are the takeaway from this 1 hour session, yeah? First is understanding and to utilize MyGuru Learning Port. Second is assessing MyGuru from the comfort of your home or wherever you are. To all our online audience, the access to MyGuru is provided to you with no charge. Catch is sign up for Pustaka Negeri Sarawak membership, and it is also free of charge. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Datin Shairin, but before that, just a note, if you have any question along the way, just pause away and we will answer some at the end of the session. And do also fill out the online satisfaction form. It is important for us so that we know how or what or where we can improve for future session. With that, I will hand over the session to Datin Shairin.
All right, thank you so much, Charlene, for the beautiful introduction. And yes, my team and I am very, very happy and very, very excited to be here, especially joining your viewers and also your users. And a little bit of ourselves. So MyGuru is actually, we rebranded it from Learning Port. Just to get that clear, if you come across both names, the company representing MyGuru is actually Learning Port. So Learning Port was established in 2012. So we started off with content development. So we initially started as content developers. So what do we develop? We actually develop online content, interactive online content for school students from Standard 1 all the way to Form 5. So what are the subjects that we covered under our learning platform? So for primary, we covers all the 4 subjects, that is math, English, science, and also Bahasa Melayu. From Form 1 to Form 3, we have an addition of Sejarah. And from Form 4 and Form 5, we include in as well all the science subjects and including math. So to give you a quick introduction of the subjects that we covered, so that is the subjects that we have on board. And who are the key people behind my learning pod? So my learning pod was actually founded by Dato' Idris Muhammad Satta. So previously, he was the founder of University KLMU. And Cosmo Point College. So we have Cosmo Point College last time in Sarawak, and with over 30 years of background in education. So we are a very established company, and we can assure you that we will provide our best in terms of delivering content to PNS, and also that can be accessed by your users. Now, what is just to make a clear distinction of My Guru and also Learning Pod. So initially, like what I've said, we started off as online content. However, in January this year, due to the pandemic situation, we realized that our students and teachers need better support. So we rebranded Learning Pod to My Guru with the idea of strengthening the learning done by our students. So we incorporated additional components. So instead of just having the online resources, we also equip students with online tuition. So that gives a better experience in terms of learning experience, and also better support to our students. Now, I'm very, very excited with what Charlene have actually introduced, that for all users of Pustaka of PNS, what happened is that you are able to actually access our content complimentary, provided that you're actually a member of the library. So that's very, very interesting. And I think that's a very great initiative taken by PNS, in the sense that, allowing your users to actually access content, access education content at the comfort of their home, and also to know that learning are not disrupted. And with the later, my team, Jamalia, VJ, and all my subject matter expert will actually give you a brief demo of what My Guru is, and also how exciting it is. And just to add on to what Charlene have introduced us previously, that we covers from on standard 1 to form 5, and also our syllabus match the current syllabus. Another exciting part is that our content comes in both languages, that is Malay and English. So your students could actually access our content with the preferred language of their choice. So if you are doing dual language program, by all means, just by a click of a button, everything will transform into English, right? And everything. So it is 100% match. And what more can I add on? Yes. So basically, if you access our content from Pustaka Negeri Sarawak portal, what you'll be able to see is that you will get my lesson, which is all the learning content, and also my question, which are the question banks. So my subject matter expert will actually elaborate further on how both could actually complement and strengthen your learning. So that is a little bit of introduction from my side in sharing with you and your viewers on who developed My Guru. Okay, My Guru actually sits under which platform, and also the type of users that can use. And teachers especially, you can also assess My Guru in order to actually develop your own lesson plan. So you don't have to come up with your own lesson plan from scratch. You could actually use our modules, a part of your lesson plan. Yeah. So that's Charlene. It's a little bit of introduction of Learning Pod and also My Guru. And
Right.
My Guru.
All right, thank you for the introduction. It is very convenient that you actually provided the three language, right, for all the resources. Yeah, all right. So before we begin, before I hand over the session to the next speaker, I would like to share the screen just to let our viewers see how to actually access My Guru via our website, yeah, if you may. Hang on, yeah. So I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so can everyone see that? All right, okay, so first of all, what you need to do is that you only need to search for OPEC Pustaka on the browser that you are using. And then after that, once you're there, you just click on the first result and then it will bring you to our page. And then here, from here, you click on this, click here, and then it will bring us to our online public access catalog that is OPEC. And then to ensure the unlimited access, make sure that you have logged in into your account. So here I have logged in into my account, and then click on online database. Wait for it to load for a bit. And then we scroll down and we stop at My Guru. So here we are. So this is the access to My Guru. So if you notice here, we already put up the login. So for those of you who might be confused of the login here, we provide different login for the lower primary UPSR, PT3, and SPM. And then the username and the password are all provided. And then in case that when you log in and you couldn't log in on the first try with, let's say, this username, all you need to do is that you change the number behind it. So we have from 1 up to 30. Say you couldn't log in on the first try at PNS_LPSR1. So you try to log in again, PNS_LPSR2, and so forth. Yeah. So that is all, just to clear. Okay, so who do we have for the next speaker?
Okay, I'll hand over to Vijay, the technical aspect of My Guru. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Hello,
Morning.
welcome to My Guru. Good morning. And I'd like to share with you our content, and I'd like to show you how easy it is to learn from My Guru. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what you're going to see when you access My Guru portal. On the dashboard, when you go into My Guru, you will see all the content we have, and as that in mentioned, we have lessons and question bag. When you click on the lessons button, you're going to see the subjects and the modules within each subject. As you can see on the screen, we have science, maths, Bahasa Melayu, and English. And let me show you maths. So I'm going to show you how to use the maths content from the primary section. So we have content from year 1 to form 5. So this is the lower primary. We have from year 1, year 2, and year 3, and all the content is with the latest syllabus followed in Malaysia. So I'm going to show you one module, and I'm going to show you how we have made the content interesting for children to learn and to understand. So let me go to the module on shapes. And I'm going to show you one module, and each module is made up of 4 parts. We have the video, notes, try, and play. I'm going to play the video to show you how we show content in an interesting way. So as you can see, on the top, we have the language, and just by a click of the button, we can change the language from English to Bahasa Melayu, and then we can go back to English content. So we have all the content in dual language. So here I'm going to play the video. Let me
What is the shape of this chocolate? This is a sphere. It is a non-prism. Do you wonder how to differentiate a prism from a non-prism? If you know their properties, you can differentiate them. If you cut a prism, you have a cross-section. The inside shape of the prism remains the same. But if you cut a non-prism, its cross-section looks different. Here are some other properties of a prism. It has more than 5 flat surfaces. The opposite surfaces are flat. Here are the other properties of a non-prism. A non-prism has a curved surface. It does not have opposite surfaces with the same shape. The prisms are generally triangular, rectangular, and square in shape. A cylinder, cone, pyramid, and sphere are non-prisms.
Is the sound off?
Okay, so that was the video, and after the video we have the notes. So I'm going to show you so in each module we have the video followed by the notes, and in the notes we have the same content as graphics, as mind maps, so that it is easy for the student to learn. So here we have the same content in the form of graphics. And this is the note section, after which we have the try. Now, once the child
Select
learns
the
with video
objects and
the
names
notes,
when they are
we want them
correct.
to try so that they can see if they have understood it well. So this is a small activity by which they have to select the object name and the type of object. So I'm going to click depending upon what the object is. So this is a cylinder. Instant feedback. Same for the other columns. So this is a way in which the module tests if the student has understood the concept. There are multiple activities for each module in the try section.
Categorize the
Another
following
activity
shapes.
where we have to categorize the shape based on the type. In this way, students can easily get to know if they have understood the concept correctly. And this is very useful for teachers to help a student to understand the concept and learn through our modules. There are multiple activities for each
Rotate
concept.
the
And
non-prism.
this is a special activity where we show them a 3D model so that they can go through the model and understand the shape properly. This helps the student to be interested in the concept and learn it better. Now we have one more activity.
Name
where
the shape
the student has
according to its
guess
properties.
the shape from the description. So let me try. Let's not try. So if it is wrong, it will give a feedback immediately. That's wrong. That's right. So that was the try. And then finally we end with a game. And this is where students can play and engage with the content without getting bored. And also
Make your way to the finishing
know
point
whether they have
before the
understood this
green
topic.
monster catches you.
So as I get the question right, I'm able to go closer to the finishing line. But if I make it wrong, then I come closer to the monster. So it's a simple game that helps the student to know whether they have understood it properly. And once the game is over, you can review all the questions and the answers are given for each question. So this is the format of every module. It is made up of a video, notes, a try, and a play. Now let me show you our question banks. So let me go to the question bank for the same topic that we just now saw. So we go to the dashboard, click on question bank, and we can go through all the question banks for every topic. We have paper 1 and paper 2, and each contains questions that are of different types, which is multiple choice, as well as paper 2 questions which are not multiple choice. So this helps the students to practice and to get familiar with the questions that will be asked in the exam. It's a very good option for teachers to give as homework or as practice for the student. So here you can see there is paper 1, which is a set of multiple choice questions, and the student there are about 10 questions, and you can attempt each and also check the answer, or you can check it at the end after you finish all the questions. And we give all the explanations after the student has completed all the questions. So once I submit all the questions, I can see the answers in the feedback. So every question bank comes with the questions as well as the complete answers with marking tips for higher levels. So here you can see the answers at the end of each question. So this is our question banks for maths. So now I'm going to go on to English. For English, we have from year 1 till year 11, that is from year 1 to form 5. So I'm going to take one module of So every module contains all the skills that are required for learning English, which is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So our module contains activities for each of these skills. So here I'm going to navigate through one module and show you some of the activities in each. So first we have an introduction video, which is a small video of about 1 to 2 minutes. Or it may be just an introduction about the topic. So this is an extended family. So we have activities for reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So I'm going to show you the first activity. So here it is very interactive. The student can click and learn by
grandfather,
listening and reading.
grandmother,
All the
father,
activities are very interactive because
brother,
that's how children will not get bored and can learn much more easily.
husband, wife,
Learn by completing an activity by which they and each is given instant feedback, whether it is right or wrong. Oops, that's wrong. So I can keep doing it again. Now let me show you the next activity for spelling. So again here, the student can do it on their own and learn through the activity. So this is how we feel students can learn much better than having to read from a textbook, because this is very interactive. Now I'm going to show you how we teach listening. So here we have the
Female.
word and they have to identify if it is male or female. So we have multiple activities.
She is my mother.
Can try each activity by doing small interactivities. Now, one more very interesting concept or one very interesting activity we have is of teaching how to speak. So here you can see that we have the sentence.
She is my
And we have a
grandmother.
recording button, and I can say, she is my grandmother. It records it and it plays. I can say, she is my grandmother. Students can say and then hear their own voice and compare with the actual voice.
She is my grandmother.
This is there in multiple ways. We ask them to learn through by speaking directly into the module. And finally, we have a quiz where we can practice what we have learned through the module. Again, they have to try it and they learn at the end. They get the answers at the end. Finally, when they complete the activity, they see the correct answers for each of the activities. So same, just like math, we also have question banks for English, which is similar kind of questions of different types, from multiple choice to paper two kind of questions. So thank you. That was introduction to modules in English and math for primary section. I'm handing over to Laila, who will show you another set of modules. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. Okay, my name is Laila. So saya akan tunjukkan untuk modul bahasa Melayu ya. Okay, saya teruskan saja boleh ya? Okay, untuk modul bahasa Melayu kita dah bina ya untuk daripada tahun 1 sehinggalah ke tingkatan 5. Seperti mana yang ada dalam Pustaka Negeri Sarawak sekarang, kita memang ada untuk pelajar daripada tahun 1 hinggalah ke tingkatan 5. Kita boleh tukar bahasa di sini di paparan ini. Okey. Daripada tahun 1 UPSR dan PTT. Okey, untuk bahasa Melayu sebagaimana yang sedia maklum, kita ada topik untuk tata bahasa, penulisan, komsas ya, antologi dan juga novel. Dan semua ini ada dalam modul My Guru. Jadi untuk komsas khususnya saya nak tunjukkan untuk komsas bahasa Melayu, novel kita juga cover untuk zon di Sarawak. Ya, untuk tingkatan 1 kita tahu ada novel untuk zon Sarawak juga, iaitu novel Sejambak Pakti. Ya. Dan untuk tingkatan 2 kita ada novel darah titik di Semantan. Okey, pelajar Sarawak pun boleh tengok kita punya modul untuk semak komsas novel khususnya untuk KBSM, untuk tingkatan 3 juga ada ya, merangkumi semua antologi dan novel. Jadi lengkap. Saya akan tunjukkan ini untuk PT3 lah, dari 1 hingga 3. Saya tunjukkan salah satu modul novel tingkatan 2 yang digunakan juga di Negeri Sarawak. Okay. Darah titik di novel Darah Titik di Semantan. Okay, kalau ada pelajar-pelajar di sini, mesti mereka tahu bahawa novel ini memang akan digunakan di zon Sarawak. Okey. Ya. Ini adalah contoh paparan untuk novel. Ya, di sini kita dapat lihat. Okey, sekejap. Okey, paparan dia agak berbeza tadi dengan matematik dan English untuk skor rendah. Untuk tingkatan 3 kita bagi dalam bentuk yang lebih kompleks, ya, lebih lengkap, di mana pada awal ni kita tunjukkan apa yang akan pelajar dapat ya kalau mengikuti novel modul ini berdasarkan novel Darah Titik di Semantan. Kita ada kesemuanya perkara yang perlu dipelajari dalam novel ini. Jadi lengkap, pelajar-pelajar boleh tengok dan boleh lakukan ulang kaji secara lengkap lah. Di sini ada sinopsis, ada tema, watak dan perwatakan dan semuanya. Dan kita juga bukan sahaja bagi nota, kita juga ada latihan langkah demi langkah. Jadi pelajar akan dapat kesemua sekali lah. Jadi kalau mereka baca novel, mungkin mereka akan perlu ingat semua ya. Jadi kita persembahkan dalam bentuk yang berbeza, di mana kita bagikan isi-isi penting. Jadi kita dulu pengenalan. Pengenalan ni adalah video secara visual untuk pelajar-pelajar boleh lihat bagaimana babak dalam novel ini diceritakan. Okey.
Pagi tadi, perahu kami ditahan oleh desborok. Kami bercadang hendak membuang rotan itu ke dalam sungai. Tapi tidak sempat. Kami telah dikepung. Mulanya, aku dan Ismail tidak begitu takut. Kalau mereka hendak rampas rotan yang penuh di atas rakit itu, ambillah. Rupanya desborok kena kami.
Oh, ini orang Bahaman. Dulu kita sudah tangkap mereka. Tapi Datuk Bahaman telah membebaskan mereka dari lokap. Hari ini mereka keluar lagi. Mereka bawa rotan. Mereka mengeluarkan rotan tanpa surat kebenaran. Bahaman mesti ditangkap. Dia sudah melampau.
Saya dan Ismail jadi gelisah. Saya terjun dari perahu itu. Apabila saya timbul, saya lihat Ismail juga sudah terjun ke dalam sungai. Mata-mata Inggeris itu telah menembak beberapa pedas. Apabila perahu mata-mata Inggeris itu jauh daripada saya pun keluar. Lalu naik ke darat dan berlari ke lubuk terua.
Ini salah satu babak yang ada dalam novel tu. Jadi pelajar boleh lihat secara visual macam mana cerita dalam novel ini disampaikan. Jadi kita ada sinopsis. Jika pelajar nak ingat tentang sinopsis, kita bagikan dalam bentuk peta alih. Dan kita juga sediakan soal sinopsis penuh yang sebagaimana yang pelajar selalu kena tahu. Dan kita beri latihan dan juga isi-isi penting untuk setiap bab. Okay, jadi pelajar kalau tak baca novel tu pun dia boleh tahu isi-isi penting apa yang ada dalam setiap bab tu. Jadi perkara ini nanti akan bantu mereka dalam nak jawab soalan nanti. Okay, kita ada soalan. Dan bagi kita ada nota dan kita ada soalan.
Datuk Bahaman menulis surat kepada residen Selangor meminta Samantan dimasukkan di bawah pemerintahan Selangor.
Kita boleh jawab, kalau salah kata bounce balik. Ya, sehingga habis bab tu. Kita juga ada soalan kebat. Okay, kita ada tema dan soalan misalnya. Okay. Kita berikan juga contoh soalan dalam peperiksaan. Jadi pelajar dia bila dia lihat modul kita dia boleh nampak bila My Guru ni dia boleh nampak sekali macam mana soalan ini ditanya dalam peperiksaan dalam berkaitan dengan novel ini. Jadi kita berikan juga contoh jawapan. Setiap apa yang ada di dalam modul kita adalah berbentuk pembelajaran secara bimbingan. Jangan bimbang, kita bagi nota dan kita juga bagi latihan dan juga teknik menjawab. Ya. Dan akhir sekali kita juga ada teknik menjawab dalam peperiksaan. Nanti sesiapa yang dah subscribe dengan Pustaka Negeri Sarawak boleh dapat manfaat ni lah. Jadi pelajar boleh belajar dengan cara-cara teknik-teknik ni tak ada dekat luar sana. Dalam modul My Guru sahaja kita sediakan teknik ni.
Soalan novel terletak pada bahagian B kertas peperiksaan bahasa Melayu PT3 iaitu soalan nombor 7. Soalan ini mewajibkan pelajar untuk menjawab satu soalan yang membawa jumlah 10 markah.
Boleh bersedia untuk soalan berkaitan novel ni berapa markah dia dan di mana letak duduknya soalan tu. Jadi kita bagi mereka info, contoh soalan dalam peperiksaan. Kita sediakan juga langkah-langkah cara menjawab, macam mana nak jawab soalan ini untuk mendapat markah penuh. Jadi semua informasi, semua teknik ini kita dah rujuk kepada pembubal soalan, guru-guru cemerlang, penasihat kita. Jadi kita keluarkan satu teknik bagaimana pelajar nak jawab, nak skor untuk jawab soalan novel ni. Semuanya lengkap lah. Jadi kena ramai-ramai pergi subscribe ke Pustaka punya website untuk dapatkan nak lihat modul-modul bahasa Melayu daripada tahun 1 hinggalah ke tingkatan 5. Dan kita juga dah upgrade kita punya modul ikut sukatan terbaru KSSM tingkatan 5 dan juga tahun 5 juga sekali ya. Untuk tahun ini ada perubahan dari segi silibus kan. So di akhir sekali kita ada ringkasan jika kita nak buat quick review dan nak exam. Kita boleh tengok spot sini, kita sediakan secara ringkas. Kalau dulu pelajar suka tulis dalam kertas, jadi kita letakkan nota yang ringkas begini supaya mereka tahu apa yang penting untuk diingat dan difahami. Dan kita berikan juga di akhir ini latih minda iaitu 10 soalan quiz untuk uji diri bagaimana dia orang faham atau tidak pembelajaran dalam novel ni. Ada soalan, jadi pelajar boleh jawab. Ada pelbagai bentuk soalan. Dan seterusnya boleh hantar dan dapat keputusan di situ. Dan bila pelajar nak tengok macam mana mereka punya pencapaian di akhir kita punya modul ni, kita sediakan laporan modul. Jadi pelajar-pelajar yang mengikuti modul ini, dia akan lihatlah bahagian mana yang dia kurang, bahagian mana yang dia masih perlu perbaiki. Sekiranya mereka nak pergi balik kepada soalan yang salah, klik saja pada butang merah itu dan dia akan kembali kepada soalan yang salah dan perlu jawab semula. Ini contoh modul untuk bahasa Melayu. Dan seperti mana subjek yang tadi juga, subjek bahasa Melayu juga ada bank soalan dan kita juga ada soalan-soalan yang untuk peperiksaan jugalah. Nanti boleh tengok di My Guru dalam website Pustaka Negeri Sarawak. So saya akan pergi kepada subjek yang seterusnya. Jadi anda semua boleh lihat bagaimana persembahan pembelajaran dalam modul-modul My Guru ni ya. Kita pergi ke subjek sejarah.
Assalamualaikum, selamat pagi. Saya Syahira untuk subjek sejarah. Untuk subjek sejarah, kita ada modul daripada tingkatan 1 sehingga tingkatan 5. So modul-modul daripada subjek sejarah ni sama juga seperti subjek yang lain, kita bangunkan mengikut sukatan pelajaran Malaysia. Jadi pelajar-pelajar dan guru-guru yang menggunakan modul kami ni tak perlu risau sebab dia betul-betul 100% mengikut silibus. Ini contoh untuk subjek sejarah. Okay, setiap bab kalau kita cek memang sama seperti yang ada di dalam buku teks sekolah, dan modul-modul kami akan pecahkan mengikut subtopik supaya memudahkan guru dan pelajar untuk membuat ulang kaji atau membuat pembelajaran ya. So saya akan tunjuk disebabkan tadi Laila dah tunjuk untuk form 2, saya tunjuk untuk SPM. Okay, saya tunjuk untuk SPM 3/5. Okay, di sini kita boleh lihat untuk bab Raja Perlembagaan dan Demokrasi Berparlimen, dia ada beberapa subtopik di dalamnya, dan setiap subtopik tu kita ada peta minda, ada bijak belajar, ada nota ringkas, aktiviti, kuis dan juga glossary. So kalau macam student tu dia nak cepat, dia boleh terus klik peta minda. Dekat sini pun kita boleh dapat overview apa yang perlu dia faham dan tahu mengenai topik ini. Okey. So ini salah satu contohnya. Kita buat nota yang bergambar dan juga berwarna-warni untuk menarik minat pelajar. Okey. So ini saya tunjuk contoh bijak belajar.
Pemerintahan beraja merupakan tradisi dan teras kewujudan kerajaan Melayu. Raja memerintah dengan kuasa penuh dan berdaulat. Namun, pemerintahan ini menghadapi cabaran selepas pentadbiran tempatan dikuasai oleh British dan Jepun. Perkembangan pemerintahan beraja dilihat dari zaman Kesultanan Melayu Melaka sehinggalah diiktiraf sebagai raja berperlembagaan seiring dengan konsep demokrasi berparlimen. Untuk pembelajaran ini, kita akan fokus kepada pemerintahan beraja zaman Kesultanan Melayu Melaka dan sebelum Perang Dunia Kedua. Perkembangan zaman seterusnya akan diterangkan dalam video seterusnya. Zaman Kesultanan Melayu Melaka memperlihatkan kewibawaan pemerintahan beraja. Raja pada zaman ini berkuasa mutlak dan semua kuasa pemerintahan termasuk pentadbiran perundangan dan kehakiman terletak pada baginda. Pemerintahan pada zaman ini berdasarkan undang-undang iaitu Hukum Kanun Melaka dan Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. Ini membuktikan kehidupan bernegara dan ciri sistem berperlembagaan telah terselah pada zaman ini. Konsep.
Okey, ini sebahagian daripada video dalam pembelajaran yang kami sediakan. So daripada video yang kita lihat tadi, kita tengok pelajar lebih mudah untuk memahami topik sejarah. Biasanya kalau kita baca dekat dalam buku, dia letak di gambar ajar dan juga biasanya cara penerangannya hanyalah teks. So mungkin student kurang faham dekat situ. Jadi menggunakan video ni, student akan lebih faham sebab dia boleh nampak macam mana kita pecahkan topik tu, dan juga dia ada penerangan yang jelas untuk menarik pelajar untuk lebih faham topik yang dipelajari. Okey. Selain daripada bijak belajar, kita juga ada nota. Jadi lepas tengok video tu, kalau student nak lebih faham, dia boleh tengok nota. So nota, contoh nota, ada juga isi penting yang mana kita bagi tahu untuk topik ni apa isi penting yang dia kena faham. Dia kena ingat untuk exam. Okay. Kita tunjuk contoh kat sini. Ada informasi juga. Okay. Kita letak sebelah-sebelah topik ni, gambar rajah ni supaya student lebih faham mana satu negeri-negeri Melayu bersekutu, negeri-negeri Melayu tidak bersekutu. So dia boleh nampak jelas. Okay. Salah satu contoh, ada isi penting. Okay. Ada rumusan dan juga informasi tambahan. Okay. So selain itu, kita juga ada aktiviti. Aktiviti ni kiranya untuk pelajar cek balik apa yang dia belajar tadi, ingat ke tak. So kita ada beberapa soalan dekat sini dan menggunakan pelbagai jenis template untuk supaya pelajar tak bosan lah. So macam ni kita kena pilih. So, let's semak. So dia akan bagi tahu dekat sini jawapan yang betul dan juga jawapan yang salah. So boleh klik pada seterusnya, tengok bentuk-bentuk soalan. Okay, yang ni cepat. So student akan type jawapan dekat sini. Nanti kena hantar. So dia akan simak. Sama ada dia ada letak tak perkara-perkara yang dinyatakan dan semak. Lepas tu akan keluar contoh jawapan. Kita juga letak warna untuk student tengok mana satu poin-poin yang penting untuk jawab soalan ini. Ini pilihan. Okey, so ini sama dengan tadi, kena type jawapan. So selain daripada aktiviti, kita ada juga soalan kuis. Okey, soalan kuis. Soalan kuis ni berbentuk objektif, so student kena jawab satu-satu. Okey. Okey, selesai menjawab. Okey, dekat sini dia akan bagi tahu jawapan yang salah dan jawapan yang betul dan juga penerangan mengenai setiap soalan tadi. Okey. Okey. So mungkin ada pelajar yang dia tak faham sangat beberapa perkataan yang terdapat di dalam modul pembelajaran tadi, jadi dia boleh semak dekat bahagian glossary. So dekat sini kita ada beberapa perkataan yang mungkin pelajar tak tahu, jadi dia boleh semak dekat sini maksudnya. Okey. So sekian untuk subjek sejarah dan saya serahkan kepada rakan saya Puan Jamalia untuk membentangkan subjek sains. Okay, terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Okay, so this morning I'm going to show. Okay, for science, as mentioned previously, we have developed the content from year 1 up to form 5. So here, I'm going to share with you one of the modules that we have in PT3 science. So for example here, if you notice for PT3, we have got form 1 up to form 3. And we have also provided here for KSSM, which is the latest syllabus. So let's take a look at one of the module that we have in Form 3, transportation. Okay, so under each chapter, we have got mind map, we have glossary and the module. So these are the modules under this chapter, which is the transportation. So I'm going to share with you. Now, for the first component that we have here, okay, which is the mind map. So for science, I think using My Guru is definitely a very, what we say, good advantage for the students and teachers, because here we have given all the important points with the supported by the graphics. For example, here for the IT map or thinking maps, so it will help the students to visualize and link the concept better. So here they can see from one content to another where we give all the graphics, the points. We even highlighted and bold certain words which will help the students to understand and focus on that particular section, right? So we have got a few examples here. So they just click, right? So this is one more. All right. So whenever you see this arrow up, meaning this is the last section of the mind map. So you just click here, it will go back to the module just now. Right. So We have seen the mind map. Now let's take a look at the modules. Okay, this is a module that we have for Form 3. Okay, so as mentioned just now, there are 4 components here. We have learn video, we have learn text, try, and test. Okay, now you see there's no restriction as to which section you want to go through first. It's just that recommended that we start out with the video first, followed by the notes, and then we have try, and last one to test our understanding. We will go through the play part, right? So now, this is the video. So in this video, okay, I'll play the video. We'll see the content first.
The heart is an organ in the circulatory system that pumps blood around the body. Let's look at the structure of the heart. The heart has 4 chambers: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. The right chambers and left chambers of the heart are completely separate from each other by a muscular wall called the septum. The tricuspid valve is located between the right atrium and right ventricle. The bicuspid valve is located between the left atrium and the left ventricle. The semilunar valves are located at the base of the pulmonary artery and aorta. The function of the valves is to ensure that blood flows only in one direction. The 4 main blood vessels of the heart are the aorta, which transports oxygenated blood away from the heart to all parts of the body except the lungs. The pulmonary artery transports deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs.
Okay, so that's the learn video where we resemble the actual situation to enhance students' understanding of the concept and processes, right? So for science, this will help the students a lot because sometimes in the class, it will take sometimes to draw or for the teachers to share all the graphics and animation. But here, what we have given to the students, we have shown them the animation, the process, so they can follow step by step. So it will make them understand better. All right, now after the video, we move on to the notes part. So for the notes here, same thing. We give all the important points that they need to know for this particular topic. And we highlighted certain words. And then the advantage is, apart from static and here we have given the graphic which is more colorful so they can differentiate. So basically, when they look at this diagram, for example, in order to understand the structure of the human heart, for example, if they compare with the textbook and the reference book, so they will see that in My Guru, we have put all the labels together here, and then we highlighted certain words which is important for them to remember, and then they can move on to the next notes where we show the processes here. Okay, and then we simplify all the characteristics in a table form, and this is how they can compare or they can differentiate 2 different systems in the same interface here. Like we have pulmonary and systemic. So normally they have to turn to another page, but here we have given everything using one single interface. They could go through everything. All right, so that is the notes part. Next one, we go to the try. So for science, in order to understand the topic clearly, they need to do practices. Okay, so in this part, science, for example, we have got various type of questions where the internet is very slow here. All right, so we have using different components here. So they can just go through the instruction here, drag the labels to the correct images. We have given the images. So because we are using different components, so either they put here, okay, you see that the red color one is the wrong answer. Okay, so if they turn here, they can just play around with this. and if they know the answer, they should be getting the correct answer, which is the green boxes here. All right. So that is the first component, which is drag and drop. Then another component where we want to test the students, we have question where they need to click, and we like them with an explanation instantly, meaning
What
we
are
will
the
give
four main
feedback.
blood vessels?
We don't wait until the end of the lesson. So whatever they click, when they interact with the question, we will straight away show the explanation. So that is, one way to retain the attention so that they can understand. All right. So there are many questions here. Then this is another component we are using. So we provide the graphics and they are supposed to answer the question. And in certain question where
Valves are
we
present in the
also
human
here
heart
we have
to
provided
ensure that
the
blood
video,
flows only
and
in
this
one
video
direction.
will assist the students
How
to
does blood
choose the
flow
correct
through the
answer.
right side of
So
the
we
heart?
have given short video here. So they can just take a look at this video before choosing the correct answer. All right. And then okay, next one. Okay, this is another set of questions. So there's a variety of questions they can choose here.
There are three types of human blood.
Okay, this is
The
question
three
number
types
7.
of human
We
blood
have shown
vessels
the
are
graphics.
arteries, veins,
Okay,
and
next
capillaries.
Okay, this is another
The
type-in
circulatory
question.
system
So,
in humans
apart
consists
from
of the
giving them the
pulmonary and
content, we
systemic.
also test them
What is
on
the
whether they
systemic
understand the
circulation
content by
system?
writing down their own answer. So, like for example, they can just type in. So, if the answer is wrong, then the box will be red. And then what happened here? They can check what is the correct answer by clicking on this button. All right. So from here, they can just compare. Okay, what is the correct answer and why is it that? So we give complete explanation. Okay, next one. This is the question number 9 and last question like this. All right, now the last part or the last component we have for each module is the play part, where in the play part we have got a set of question, MCQ question, where in this part they have to answer all the questions before we can reveal the answer. So now they can choose which one is the correct answer. So they have to answer all. Okay. Based on the question. Okay, this is another set of questions. Ventricle relaxes, so one will be close. Okay, we'll see what happened towards the end. All right, now, so all answers, we have attempted all the questions. So now we'll take a look at the explanation here. Based on each question, we will highlight what is the correct answer and we will provide them with the explanation also. So we have got question 1, then you can just go through to question 2, 3, so on and so forth. So basically for each module in science, we have a very comprehensive content where we teach the students step by step, especially when sometimes when it involves science processes, maybe it will take some time for the students to understand. By using My Guru, we show them step by step from the basic one to the what we call higher order thinking skills, so that they can apply the same thing, so that they can think out of box and enhance their understanding. Okay, so I think that's all for science. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Datin Shahrin, Vijay Kumar, Karta, Puan Nur Lailatul, Puan Shahira, and Puan Jamalia for sharing this valuable information. I am sure that a lot of us and that we actually learned something today, yeah? So apparently we do receive a lot of questions. So now we are going to move to the question. But before we are moving to the question, because we get a lot of people asking how to access My Guru via OPEC. So again, I am going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how to access. All right, so I hope those who asked are all here so I can do this once more. Okay, so first of all, what you need to do is that you Google up OPEC Pustaka, and then it is on the first result, on the first page, the first result here, you click on the link, and then it will bring you to this page. And so after that, what you need to do is that you click here. Right, so once you have clicked here, it will bring you to our OPEC page. And then this is our OPEC page. Ensure that when you are on this page that you have logged in into your account, yeah? So once you have logged in into your account, like I did over here, your name will appear like so, right? So then what you need to do is that you click on online database, click on online database, and then you scroll down and then you stop at My Guru. So here we are. All right, so as you can see, we already provided the username and the password for you to access My Guru. We have, for each of this, we have up to 30 accounts. So to log in, you just copy, well, I do the copy and paste. Copy and then you pass to the login here. So for instance, if you are not, if you can't get through the login page, what you need to do is that you change the number behind it. So again, like I said, we have up to 30 login. So if you can log in with the first login, so you change the number to 2. Same goes with the password as well. Right. So I hope that that helped everyone, those who asked, right? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm just going to check if there's any question related to membership. Okay, right. In case if you have any issue regarding the membership, drop us an email at librarian@sarawak.gov.my. Okay, so I'm going to stop my screen sharing. All right. Okay, so we have a question from our online audience asking if there's a module for Pendidikan Islam. No, yeah, currently like what they have introduced earlier on, they have the main 4 subject, that is mathematics, history, science, and Bahasa Melayu. I got that right, yeah, Puan Laila? Yeah, all right. Is there any more to add, Datin Shairi?
Yeah, okay, so the 4 basic subjects are mathematics, Bahasa Melayu, English, and also, yeah, so it's English and also what they called it, science, right? So as we move to Form 1 to Form 3, we add Sejarah. Then for Form 4 and Form 5, we have the additional of all the science subjects together with additional math.
All right, okay, there you go. Let me see if we have any more questions.
And also, I think another point that I wish to highlight is that for your users at OPEC, what you can do is that these modules are accessible 24/7. So it doesn't really matter at any point of time, they could actually access it, and you know, it doesn't actually have a specific time for them to access our modules.
Yeah, exactly. Anywhere, anytime, at the comfort of your home, right? Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Datin Shari, and everyone for that insightful sharing session. It is a pleasant pleasure to have all of you on our webinar session today. And I know that we have helped a lot of our users today, a lot of our online audiences. I really wish, though, that I actually have all these things back then when I was studying. This is very helpful to actually have all these resources. So I hope that everyone can sort of like utilize it to maximum, yeah? So for those of you who are tuning in with us today, thank you. Your support today towards the session has made it a great session. Now, everyone, thank you once again. Have a great day and stay safe.
Tersergam indah megah menjadi kebanggaan kita, bukti wawasan dicita, maklumat dan pengetahuan, penuh terhimpun harta ilmu untuk kita terokan. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak, wadah ilmu untuk semua, bersama kita manfaatkannya. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak, berteknologi dan berusaha, berkhidmat ikhlas untuk kita. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak. Tersergam indah megah menjadi kebanggaan kita, bukti wawasan dicita, maklumat dan pengetahuan, penuh terhimpun harta ilmu untuk kita taruhkan. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak, wadah ilmu untuk semua, bersama kita manfaatkannya. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak, berteknologi dan berusaha, berkhidmat ikhlas untuk kita. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak.